So following the success of the rather surprising smash hit Shadow of Mordor back in 2014, we expect nothing less than excellence from the series' second installment, Middle-earth: Shadow of War. And here to put it through its paces, and it looks like he's already delved quite deeply into Middle-earth already, it's our gaming guru, Gareth Woods. Gareth, first of all, welcome back. Great to see you again after my little break. This looks insane, dude.
It's
it looks
really,
so
really
good.
Cool.
So I have to take you back a step. When we look at Shadow of Mordor, no one really expected that to be as good as it was. Does this kind of live up to that mantle?
Yeah, so when the first one came out, it was literally one of those sleeper hits. There wasn't a lot of PR about it, and it was a movie tie-in. And, you know, whenever you see a game that's linked to a movie franchise, you're always like, oh, it's going to be so bad.
Gratuitous, yeah.
And you played it, and it was just so good. It was easily my game of the year, came out of absolutely nowhere. And now when this one came up, it's almost got that difficult situation where now there is hype, there is legacy, there is something to live up to. And so far, I mean, I'm about 4 or 5 hours in, and it really does. It does everything the previous game does, like up to 11 now, and there are a couple of new features which are really, really cool.
You're only 4 or 5 hours in, and you've really barely scratched the surface, which is great. That says a lot. Give us the premise of the game.
Okay, so you are this ranger called Talion, and you've kind of, when you died in the first game, this other wraith, this elf guy, kind of helped you out, whatever, it gave you these powers and brought you back to life to kind of like...
this is what goes down in Middle
Earth. To defeat Sauron and like, bring apart your, you know, kind of your justice. But I think the key element to this thing is like this whole world that's going on in the background is so kind of intertwined. So all the orcs I'm showing you here, these are orcish captains that I'm defending Minas Ithil from a siege. And I've got, you know, through my guerrilla tactics, I've found out information on these guys. And so, for example, I can go into their details and see, you know, okay, their strengths and weaknesses, how am I going to attack them? This guy, for example, gets enraged by certain things, which makes him stronger. But he, for example, is very weak to stealth. So he's vulnerable to stealth and makes him clumsy.
Because you're stupid.
So if I can sneak up on him and, you know, do the business from, you know, cloak and dagger style, I'll see an advantage there.
So that says to me there's a cerebral element. You've got to think your way through it, but you also get instant gratification. Talk to me about the gameplay itself. What's the best part about this?
Okay, so it's got this really great combat system. It's pretty much by the same guys who did the recent Batman games, which I showed you last time. Just this really great free flow combat system.
Who is this game for? I know I always pose that question as a bit of a newbie. Who is going to really enjoy it? Because it looks like you've got to sink your teeth here.
Okay, so no-brainer. Obviously, if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, you'll love it.
100%.
It's not canon, so you know it obviously follows different paths to the main storyline. And well, a lot of people would say that like, oh, that's not great. They want something that's actually linked to the main storyline. I, for one, actually like the fact that it almost explores different areas that the books and the movies didn't. And then besides that, I mean, if you're an action kind of gamer, the depth of the game is incredible. So they've added a whole bunch of things here. If I go into, for example, the skill tree, you can play this however you want. I mean, I've kind of leveled my guy up in terms of combat, but with each of these abilities, there are all these sub-abilities. If you want to be more of like the stealthy predator type guy, if you want to, you know, attack from range, there are all sorts of ranged abilities. All sorts of different ways to play this game. And yeah, I mean, that gives you replayability. You're going to be able to play this over and over, different styles. So if you're looking for a value for money game as well.
So basically, this is the only game you really need to buy this year.
This is definitely the one to go for.
It's got a little bit of everything, man. And I'm really bowled over, but just by the look and feel, the atmosphere of it, that alone seems to be a massive arc. But I can see how giddy with excitement you are, my brother.
It's like,
so good luck, dude. Stay alive, grow your character. Don't make any more orcs infamous within their ranks, please, okay? They've got enough street cred, but this really does look spectacular. Oh, and it really does look like October is packed with some of 2018's biggest titles yet, so stay tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast show for all of the latest gaming updates.
I must commandeer one of the siege beasts.